Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Erlanger, Kentucky, where the Juggernauts play host to your Breathitt County Bobcats. Bobcats come into town 9-2. Juggernauts ranked 9-3. Good cool evening here, Eric, but you wouldn't know it here in the press box as we're sitting up top of the field. Warm and toasty.
Yeah, toasty's the word. I've had to shed one layer thinking about shedding another.
Well, we don't feel sorry for us tonight, folks. We are not outside and not on top of the press box. We are nice and warm sitting here atop of the field. They're taking good care of us, and we're nice and warm. Good and cool night out here. Good night for Friday night football, high school playoffs. Bobcats come to town. Eric, I made mention of this earlier. It's been about 27 years since I made the trip to this field. And once again, you and I find ourselves here in Erlanger, and the Bobcats facing the Juggernauts for a regional championship.
Yeah, it looks like the field is the same one they had back then, Rob.
I believe so, Eric.
The facilities here, they're pretty nice. Looks like they're working on some things developing here. I tell you what, it was a long road trip for the Bobcats, but as you all mentioned earlier, they looked focused during pregame. I think they came ready to play.
Yeah, I really, I was really impressed. I took a little stroll down to the locker room with Kyle Crisp. A very focused group of young men in the Bobcat locker room as coaching staff was going over some things with them, and they were talking about special teams and working some offense and doing a little walkthrough in the gym here at Lloyd Memorial. And the Bobcat team very focused, very serious look on their face, ready to do business. They came for a job and looked like they were getting their last orders when I was in there, and just a fine group of young men. I was pleased to see them focused and getting ready for the game. And I think everybody knows what job they've got to do, and they're prepared to do it.
Yeah, they've been playing good football here the last few weeks of the season. They suffered 2 losses there in the middle of the season. Since then, they've only improved, Rob. They've gotten better and better each week. They're playing fast. They're playing with aggression. On defense, everyone's keeping their alignment and assignment. You don't see a lot of breakdowns. On offense, Coach Moore's put in almost like a new wrinkle every week, I think. So yeah. You can't do that with a group of young men that aren't dialed in and really, like you said, all about business.
Well, you said it, they are dialed in, and tonight I think a few things need to happen for the Bobcats. I'd like to see them control the clock with some of that offensive versatility that they've got. You talk about the wrinkles that Coach Moore's been able to use, and it would be nice to see them do that. We're going to go to commercial break here during the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back here on BSN.
Vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran.
I am an entrepreneur.
I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a new phone, but really don't want to pay the hundreds of dollars up front for it? Appalachian Wireless has a deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $600 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and then a few bucks a month more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay. And it's called the Appalachian Advantage because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
All right, we are back from commercial here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Coverage of the Juggernauts versus the Bobcats here, third round of the playoffs. Eric, before we went to commercial, I was mentioning I'd like to see the Bobcats be able to control the clock with some of those wrinkles and that offensive versatility that we've witnessed here late in the season for the Cats. The coaching staff been able to do some things differently with this group of young men, and like you talked about, they're dialed in. We'd also like to see them limit the penalties. We talk about that every week. A team that doesn't make many mistakes and is able to limit their penalties is going to make a deep run in the playoffs because that's the name of the game at this point, is making the fewer mistakes.
Yeah, you said it, Rob. Penalties can really hurt you, especially in the playoffs. Bobcats have had a few games this year where they've really kind of hurt themselves,
Yeah.
Don't want to see that tonight. Want to see them have that under control, limit the mental mistakes. But like we've said a few times already, they've been dialed in. Coach has been able, Moore's been able to, put in some wrinkles. But really, the running game has been a strength for them. You mentioned controlling the game, controlling the clock. The thing about this team is they're versatile. If that's what's needed, they can do it. If they need to put points up, they can line up in the spread and throw the ball down the field too. And that's. We'll see how the game develops because I think this team's talented, versatile, and they'll be able to do what they need to do.
Yeah, I think you're right. We talked about I went into the locker room a little earlier, and the guys looked very focused. I think that's going to bode well for them early in the game. I'd like to see them loosen up a little bit. I want to see them play relaxed. It's good to be focused, and a little bit of nervousness is good, but you want to see the guys loosen up and have fun, and I think that's going to be important in the game too. And offensively, we're facing a Juggernaut team that has put up about 1,000 more rushing yards for the year than the Cats. But when you look at the Cats' offense, good protection means the quarterback can stand in the pocket and throw the ball down the field. And we got just a few targets that we like to use down the field.
We do. The thing is, early in the year, the running game wasn't a focus of the Bobcat offense. After they lost at Litcher Central, it seems like it became a focus. Running the ball, taking advantage of that big offensive line they've got, and a couple of different good running backs, and managing to control the clock, control the ball game. It's almost like Coach Moore shifted his offensive ideology a little bit.
Yeah. We got about 4 minutes before kickoff, and I guess we'll probably have another run of commercials here, or we're going to be good for a while. We'll keep it here and keep talking to you guys to get you warmed up for this one. Good cool night here for football. We made mention the Bluegrass Sports Nation weather forecast. Clear and cold here in Erlanger tonight. The Bobcats had a pretty good little road trip. It's about 2.5-hour drive north. We got a good group of fans that have followed the Cats up here. We're looking straight across from the 50-yard line into the stands, and we've got a pretty good following of fans sitting across from us just to our right of the 50. And Cats have been on the field warming up. Juggernauts been on the field warming up. I tell you what, there's a few young men on this Erlanger or on this Lloyd Memorial team that we want to mention too. Number 25, and I hope I get his last name right, Caden Zulliger. He is their leading rusher with about 110 yards a game, and he is their leading scorer. So it's going to be imperative that the Cats are able to shut down that part of that running game if they're going to be successful here tonight.
Yeah, the defense is going to have a big night tonight. You know, especially against the run game, like you said. You pointed out earlier, they got over 2,000 yards rushing, close to 3,000 for the year. You know, that's pretty good for a high school ball team here in Kentucky.
If you look right on down the leading rushers for the Jugs of Lloyd Memorial, you will see their quarterback, number 7, Isaiah Sebastian. Great young man. What little bit of film that you and I got to watch, the 2 games that I got to take a look at, he's able to handle the ball well in the pocket. They don't throw the ball a lot, but he's able to put the man in motion that he needs and controls the team well, really runs the offense great. And I was impressed with him. I thought he did a great job with controlling. There was a couple times when the ball could have came loose and some situations that they were able to keep the ball when Walton Verona had a chance at making something happen last week, and he was really one of the difference makers. Yeah, they've got a lot of good athletes. You know, they made a lot of plays last week on both sides of the ball. They're a good-looking ball club, you know, and one thing, you know, if you've played football, you can watch and you can tell like a well-coached team. Yeah. You know, they were assigned or aligned very well. You didn't see much confusion. It looked like they knew where they were supposed to line up, what their assignments were, what they were supposed to be doing. You know, I think this will be a challenge tonight for the Bobcats, Rob. I think it will too. Very impressed with what I saw on the film. I think the Cats have some difference makers of their own too, and defensively we'll talk about some of those guys as we go throughout the night. I want to take a quick moment just to thank our sponsors before we get into this football game here from Erlanger, People's Bank of Jackson, Go Time, Steak and Shake, Jackson Physical Therapy, Jiffy Mart, the Law Office of Darrell Harold, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Southern Woods Heating and Air, Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, YPK Motorsports, SEC Auto Sales, Rose Brothers Department Store, HCTC, PDQ Sales and Service, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric and Plumbing, Family Pharmacy, Hometown Pharmacy, Variety Pizza, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, Appalachian Wireless, the Law Office of David A. Johnson, Breathitt County Farm Bureau, and Tim Short, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Special thanks to all those sponsors. Good to see we've got a couple new ones on there, Eric, coming into tonight's ball game. I make mention every week, folks, if you own a business, if you want to support this ball club, it's time to get on the wagon because we're going to keep this thing rolling, hopefully, and it's a good thing to be supporting these guys, and they need the community support. Try saying that 3 times fast. And we love having you guys on board as sponsors. Fans, be sure you stop by if you can patronize one of our sponsors. Let them know you heard about them on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Folks, we got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. The Juggernauts lined up to our left, Bobcats to our right.
Rob, before they kick off, I've just got one question for you. What exactly is a juggernaut?
If I'm correct, from 27 years ago, I haven't looked it up recently on Google, but Ty Back, our executive director, can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's an immovable object.
Okay. Well, it looks like the Bobcats have their hands full tonight.
Bobcats won the toss, and they will be receiving just to our right as they're set up. And here's the kick from the Juggernauts. It's going to fall back about the 20-yard line and be handled by number 29. I believe that's Corey Combs as he's wrestled out of bounds right around the 35-yard line on the Juggernaut side of the field. And that was number 29, Corey Combs, as he's able to handle that one and bring it up the field. And that will be a go time first down for the Cats as they'll take over and kick things off from the 34-yard line. Cats come out in the spread, 2 receivers each side. Single back just to Bryant's right is Gibson. Bryant, first play in this series, is able to draw the Juggernauts into the neutral zone. Encroachment.
Not the way you want to start the game if you're the Juggernauts, but, you know, first play, I'm sure they can overcome an offsides.
Tyler does a great job at that hard count. So first play of the game, picks up 5 yards on the hard count, encroachment penalty against Erlanger Lloyd. Bryant give up inside to Gibson. Gibson dances up to the 35, makes it to about the 36 before he's drove backwards by a host of Jugs tacklers.
Number 9, Jaden Gibson.
It's a short game, but with the penalty, it sets up Bobcats in second and short. It's a good way to get a drive started off.
Ball up to the 41-yard line. Still in Bobcat territory on their side of the 50 as they continue to go to work. Second down and about 3 yards to go to move the sticks. 3 receivers to the right. Bryant gives up inside to Gibson again. Gibson met by a couple of defenders, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Good defense that time by Lloyd Memorial.
Yeah, absolutely. That defensive front lived up to their name. They were immovable on that play, Rob.
So the ball going to be moved back to about the 41, looks like the 42-yard line, as they'll, I guess, give Jaden Gibson forward progression. They did pick up of a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 2. Good call by the refs that time. Trips to the right. Single receiver in front of us is Sperry. Bryant sits back. Fakes inside. Block picked up by Gibson. Throw down the field. Middle of the field. Sperry's wide open, and he's caught. That is a go time. First down for the Cats, as that team has, those two have teamed up many times this year. Pass that time from Bryant to Sperry down the middle of the field. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel. 7 great locations to keep you on the go. That time the Cats go down the field through the air.
Gutsy call by Coach Moore on a short situation to make a call to throw the ball down the field, and they were able to connect in a big game for the Bobcats.
Short yardage, you and I, with offensive coordinators, would have pulled in the jumbo set and went heavy. And
yeah, I think so.
Pushed it up inside. Good call by Coach Moore. Trips to the right again. Combs in the backfield besides Bryant. Bryant puts Isaac Wheels Turner in motion, and Turner tries to pick up the corner, and he's chased out of bounds. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where the ball's spotted.
That was well read by the Juggernaut defense there, Rob. Not able to, Wheels wasn't able to.
Really was, yeah.
Get around the corner and turn upfield, able to stretch it out and run him out of bounds there.
So 9:40 on the clock. Cats with a 2nd and 10 as Isaac able to get back to the 23-yard line. Same set. Trips to the right. Sperry single receiver to the left. Combs just to Bryant's left. Give to Combs up inside. Lowers the shoulder. Big pickup as he'll get past the 15, I believe, up to about the 14-yard line. Good run that time by Combs.
Rob, you mentioned earlier you'd like to see them loosen up a little bit. They seem to be playing pretty loose right now. They're moving the ball well.
I'm looking to the sideline right now because I know Corey's back there in the backfield. I'm just wondering if Gibson had went out for a particular reason. I don't see him over there in the huddle of white on the opposite sideline. We'll keep an eye on that. 9:04 to go, same set. Trips to the right. Hard count by Bryant again. Looks to the sideline for the call. Combs will back up about 2 yards. Sit back just to the left. Up inside, and we'll get a flag in the backfield. Combs, I believe, left early. A little bit anxious that time was Corey Combs, and he'll be called for the false start, I believe. No, this penalty goes against the Juggernauts.
Penalty called against Lloyd.
I think the referees will correct each other once the white hat gets to the middle of the field. He made the direction towards Lloyd, but the penalty is against the Cats. still have a yellow flag on the field. I don't know whose that one is, but I still see one laying out there.
That penalty must have been against.
Well, they've clocked one against the Juggernauts because the Cats have moved the ball deep down to about the 8 or 9 yard line, looks like. So with 8:44 on the clock, Cats moving even closer into Juggernaut territory in the red zone, going to work. Trips right, give inside to Combs again. Combs picks up the first down and more. He rumbles across the goal line, looking for a sign. I didn't see a sign from the referee, but that's a score. That is a People's Bank of Jackson touchdown for the Cats with 8:27 on the clock. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. So 8:27 on the clock. Cats go up 6-0, and Braxton Terry will be on the field for his first attempt at the extra point. Here's the snap, the hold, and the kick is no good. I don't know what happened, but I think Braxton got there right as the ball was being set by Blake Ritchie, and that kick is no good. Sails off to the right. 8:27. That'll make it 6-0 Cats as they go up early here in Erlanger.
Yeah, Rob, that was a good way to start the ball game out. Good looking drive by the Bobcats, able to run the ball and hit on a big deep pass play there. So able to, like we mentioned earlier in the pregame, show their versatility here to get the ball game started.
Yeah, we'll pay close attention to the offense and see if number 9, Jaden Gibson, comes back onto the field, as Corey Combs did much of the work on the ground at that time. And a great job by number 29, Corey Combs, for the Cats.
Yeah, he had a couple of big carries there. Good push up front by the offensive line to open up the holes, especially on the touchdown there. He had plenty of room to run right there, Rob.
Yes, sir, he did. This is Gibson now onto the field with the kickoff unit, as we saw this a lot here lately as Braxton and Gibby both line up. Kind of looks like you don't know which one's going to kick this onside kick, but here we go. Terry puts the boot to it, sails over to the sideline at about the 25-yard line, goes out of bounds, but we've got a flag right in front of us at the 40 on this side of the field. I'll take this minute to thank our sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Colby is always a proud supporter of the Bobcats.
Bobcats going to attempt another kick here. Makes you wonder if maybe they might go for the onside kick here, Rob.
Well, they may do it. We'll see. We got penalized on the ball going out of bounds that time, and this time Gibson puts the boot to it. It's going to fall right around the 35-yard line. It'll be picked up in the midfield. Number 6 has picked it up. Great open field tackle that time. Did the ball come out? Looked like the ball may have came out, and we're looking to see the signal from the referee, and he points and says it is Lloyd Memorial ball. A great tackle that time, too, by the Bobcats as they came storming up the middle of the field, and great open field tackle on the ball carrier. Ball going to be up at about the 47-yard line, and that'll be a Steak and Shake, first down for the Juggernauts. We'll see how they do on their first offensive series, Eric, against this Bobcat defense.
Now, you said it. That was a great open field tackle by the Bobcat special teams, but I will say the young man that was returning the ball sure was speedy for the Juggernauts there. They do have some team speed. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see if that doesn't pose a problem for this Bobcat defense tonight.
Well, they really did. They broke up the middle of the field and picked up some yards, and, if like we talked about earlier, you look at the stats, they didn't get 2,800 yards through the season by accident. They've got some weapons they can use, and the Bobcat defense is going to have to be on their toes to shut down the running game to be successful here tonight. 8:19 on the clock. Ball now sitting on the 49-yard line, just still into Jug's territory, and we got another whistle as the referees want to talk things over again. Thanks again to Jiffy Mart. Get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli, law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service. No job is too big or too small. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, and over 22 years experience. YPK Motorsports, with 3 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville. They have in-stock machines that are ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Be sure and visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Meeting of the minds here at the 50-yard line. Referees are talking things over, and after that discussion, we've got a group that will come over and talk to the coaching staff of Lloyd Memorial. And I guess kicking team for Breathitt County is going to come back onto the field. Am I correct, Eric?
That's what it looks like. I'm not sure what's going on, Rob. They kicked the ball twice. The second one didn't go out of bounds. I'm not sure why they're re-kicking. Did they not? They're backing them up. Did they not back them up on the second kickoff?
I don't know. They backed them up this time. The ball's going to be kicked from the 30-yard line. So after the penalty and the run back by the Jugs, we are going to kick for the third time as Terry and Gibson make sure each side of the Cats kickoff team is prepared. And Terry this time will put the boot to it. Long kick down the middle of the field, handled right around the 25-yard line. Back up the middle for number 25. That's the young man they got to keep a close eye on. He was down. What? No whistle? What? I don't understand what happened. He was tackled back at – was he not down?
He looked down to me, but perhaps not.
I don't understand what happened on that one.
Takes it to the end zone for the Juggernauts. Touchdown.
Well, there's 6 points on the board, so that is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring play for the Juggernauts on the kickoff. I'm not quite sure what happened on the tackle, but that is the, if I'm not mistaken, leading rusher for the Jugs as he brought the ball up the field, looked to be tackled, got up, kept going, and took it to the end zone. No whistle. So the ball carrier must not have been down. So with 8:05 on the clock, Lloyd Memorial's extra point kicker will come onto the field. Looking back at the stats, about a 66% kicker. And they can take the early lead with this good kick if he puts it through the uprights. Got a penalty flag coming in from the line judge, so we've got a player offsides. We'll see who it was.
Called on Breathitt County.
Looks like the Juggernauts are going to go for 2 with the penalty, Rob.
Yeah, the penalty offsides on the defensive team as they came across the line on the kickoff, and that will move the ball a little closer to the end zone. The Juggernauts will elect to go for 2 with the penalty call. 8:05 to go here in the first. So the Jugs line up for the 2-point conversion. Cats showing blitz, give up inside. No quarterback keep on the fake. He's over into the corner, and he gets in for the score, and that'll make it 8-6 Lloyd Memorial Juggernauts over the Cats right now with 8:05 to go here in the first. Eric, I still kind of puzzled on the kickoff, and I guess the ball carrier's knee was not down.
Yeah, it happened really fast. It looked like he was tackled and maybe hopped back up, but perhaps he didn't go down, was able to keep his feet. Either way, the Bobcats kind of thought he was down and kind of stopped playing on the play, and he was able to continue on and get the 6 points for the Juggernauts.
Stop on the whistle. That's something that all coaching staffs coach, and there was no whistle blown. Young man got up and kept going and able to score for Lloyd Memorial. The score is 8-6. I want to say special thanks to, again, some more of our sponsors, SEC Auto Sales. Stop by and see the guys at SEC Auto Sales for your new ride. SEC has a great selection, and they're ready to get you on the road. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bataville. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Remember, their sales tax holiday is from today through December the 4th. HCTC offers educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. Kickoff for the Jugs. Sails down the field, going to be handled around the 10-yard line. That is Blake Ritchie. Blake Ritchie up the middle of the field. Spins off one tackle and is taken down around the 27-yard line. But we've got another flag coming right behind where the tackle was made. 7:58 now to go in the first, and the penalty will be against the Cats. So now ball sitting. If it comes from the spot of the foul, the block in the back will take the spot of the ball. I think it's going to be a little farther, Eric. Being generous right there. That's the spot of the foul, so that's going to take it back right around to the 9-yard line, I believe, if I'm correct.
Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate for the Bobcats there. Got them backed up. Got their hands, work cut out for them here on this drive. But we're able to move the ball through the air and on the ground before. Let's see what Coach Moore dials up here.
Still early in the game. A lot of football to be played here in the first quarter. Cats getting set. Spread, 2 receivers each side. Back just to the right of Bryant. And we've got a reverse to Isaac Wills-Turner. No, a throw deep down the field to Sperry. And we got a pass interference call as Sperry was knocked down going for the ball. And Bryant and Isaac Wills-Turner even able to fake me out on that one, Eric.
Yeah, looking at that right there, it looked like it was going to be a tough catch because the DB was able to catch up.
Yeah.
But he made contact with Sperry. It was obviously pass interference. If he had been able to not make contact with the receiver, he could have defended that pass. But, bold play call by Coach Moore.
Once again, we see Sperry across the middle of the field and Bryant looking for him on the fake reverse. And the pass interference call will move the sticks for the Cats, and that will be a go time. First down for the Cats, go time. Refresh, refill, and refuel with 7 great locations to keep you on the go. Cats with the ball on the 25-yard line now. Jaden Gibby Gibson, number 9, just to the left of Bryant.
Good to see Gibson back back out on the field.
Young man to keep an eye on that Juggernaut defense is number 5. That is Abrams. He is playing left end right now. Bryant, 3 receivers to the right. Sits, short throw, screen play over to Isaac Wills-Turner. Spins, picks up about 5 yards on that one. Good little screen play to Isaac Wills-Turner. Get that young man out in space, Eric, and he can really make a lot of things happen.
Yeah, he sure can. He's dangerous for this Bobcat offense, and that's a bread and butter play for them. They run that quite regularly and able to churn out a lot of production out of it, Rob.
You see the offensive set kind of flip this series as trips will come to our side. Trips left. Single receiver will be Sperry in front of the Bobcat bench. Line. Checking the play on their armbands. Everybody gets set. Tyler Bryant waiting on the snap. Gibson just to his right. Here's the snap. Give up inside to Gibson. Gibson drives forward with the pickup of the first down. I don't see any penalties, and the sticks will move. That'll be a steak and shake first down for the Cats. Steak and Shake and Hazard, famous for their steak burgers and great milkshakes.
You know, great push up front by this Bobcat offensive line, but I got to say this Juggernaut D, you know, they're playing quick. They read that wheel and reacted. Just a really good push, Rob, by the Bobcats.
Ball moves up to the 37-yard line for the Cats. Trips left, single back is Gibson. Now Hoskins will go in motion and set up at the wing. Fake to Gibson. Bryant flushed out of the pocket. Short throw to Hoskins. Hoskins picks up the first down and a few more across the 50 into Juggernaut territory. Sticks will move, and once again, that'll be a go time. First down for the Cats. Cats, at that time, Bryant flushed out of the pocket, Eric, but good composure, able to look, instead of looking down the field first, he finds the open man, Hoskins. Nice short pass and a pickup of a first down.
You said it, Rob. He's showed composure all season long, able to move out of the pocket, find an open receiver, pick up the first down for his team, and this Bobcat offense is rolling right now.
Trips to the left. Gibson just to Bryant's right. Sperry, the far receiver in front of the Bobcat bench, waiting on the snap. Give into Gibson. Gibson inside, net. Juggernaut defenders.
Do some white balance on it.
I did a little.
It's
almost too wide
for the Juggernauts. Read and react to that really well. You know, I'm sure they've watched some film on the Bobcats. They know that we like to run Gibson. That he's a big-time player for this Bobcat offense, and I think they were expecting that.
Should be a good test for the offensive line that we've bragged on many times this year. Good offensive front, big guys up front for the Jugs, and it should be a pretty good battle up front all night. Two receivers, actually, Corey Combs will sit in there at the wing. And another give to Gibson, but he gives to Isaac Wheels Turner on the reverse. Gibson gobbled up with a tackle right as he hands it off to Isaac Wheels Turner for the reverse. And it's going to be close to another first down for the Cats. Isaac really turning on the jets, gets around the corner, picks up some big yards. Pickup of about, looks to be about 2 yards shy from here. So 3rd and 2, we'll call it.
Yeah, big play for the Bobcats.
Yeah,
right
big
there.
play.
Will showed some shiftiness there at the end to pick up a few extra yards. And this Juggernaut defense, they're well coached, Rob. You can tell they didn't overreact to that. They responded well. Just a good play by the Bobcats. Nice execution.
Well, good disciplined football team. You know, they beat some good football teams this year, and they didn't get here by luck on any chance. Great bunch of athletes. As you see a give up inside to Corey Combs. Corey Combs, big pickup of yards, lowers the shoulder, still on his feet. And finally brought down around the 20-yard line. Huge pickup by Corey Combs.
Number 29, Corey Combs.
And that'll be a steak and shake. First down for the Cats. Steak and Shake and Hazard, famous for the great steak burgers and great milkshakes.
You know, that's the third or fourth, nice carry by Combs here in the ball game. I think that maybe Coach Moore might see something he likes here in this power running game, Rob.
So we go with a back each side now.
Yeah.
Combs to Bryant's left, and I believe that is Caden Bowling into the ball game, just to the right of Tyler Bryant. Two receivers to our side are Ritchie and Hoskins. Far receiver is Sperry. Bryant chased out of the pocket, across the middle of the field. Missed. Oh, man, he juggled that one. Almost had it in his hands. Incomplete. Pass intended for Austin Sperry, just couldn't hold on to it.
Pass falls incomplete, brings up second down.
But that was an impressive display of athletic ability by Bryant right there, able to avoid the rush.
Now we're getting ready to
get
put
the
this
ball
on
off.
the tripod.
Just not able to, like you said, bring it in for the 6.
EDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Bryant gets set now. Trips left.
There we go.
We're going to get a flag, I believe, as
real quick.
Bryant with the hard count once again.
He's got you as soon as it goes off
Will
program,
draw.
get it on there. I can't see. Somebody's going to have to do it. I really
Wait to see if they
screw it in.
make a motion.
Encroachment penalty called on
They did
Lloyd.
get the encroachment on the defense with a hard Snap count by Bryant once again, so that'll be a pickup of 5 yards, 2nd and 5 for the Cats. Lakeside Homes, if you're shopping for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. It'll be one stop for the best selection, and you'll always get a great deal. Bryant gives up inside to Combs again. Combs dances. It'll be tackled from behind. Close to the first down before he's brought down.
Combs is running awfully hard for the Bobcats tonight. I think I'd keep feeding him the ball, Rob.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Actually picked up the first touchdown for the Cats and has been a workhorse in the backfield for him here tonight. 3rd down at about 1.
They've had poor connection all night, but they didn't lose connection until we started the game.
When you start running the ball like that, it gets your offensive linemen. It allows them to get into the game and get into a groove. But if I was
now one wouldn't come on.
Doing what I'm doing.
Bryant waits on the snap. Give up inside to Combs again. Around the corner, lowers his shoulder. Hits out the stiff arm and will be brought down.
Number 22, Isaac Turner.
The 6-yard line, maybe 7-yard line. And we got a change of personnel coming in for the Cats.
All about the 6.
As you see Tincher, Tolson,
first down,
and Gibson back into the game, and that will be a go-time first down for the Cats as they move it up to the 6-yard line. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel. 7 great locations to keep you on the go.
We're going to run the line real quick right here.
Want to try a different phone?
I've got to say, if I was Coach Moore, I'd keep feeding it to Combs. He's getting them what they need right now, Rob.
2:42 to go. We got an eye backfield for the Cats as they come out of the huddle. Turn, give to Gibson. Gibson tackled right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe pick up of about a yard.
A big power eye there.
Clock continues to tick. 2:25 now to go here in the first.
The Juggernauts able to kind of stop them on a no-brainer right there. Bobcats come out in a stacked eye. Not able to get much right there.
Shout out to Doug Gross. We thank him for giving us a score. Raceland ahead of Hazard 3-0 right now in the second quarter. Once again, the Cats come out of the huddle. They are in a straight eye backfield as Bryant goes under center, turns, gives to Gibson. 2 backs in front of him blocking, and Gibson will cross the end zone for a score. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson scoring play for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. That time, I think you and I could have scored, Eric, with 2 blockers in front of us like Combs and Tolson.
Yeah, I think so. I like that formation for the Bobcats, 2 tight ends, and come out with a straight eye or stacked eye, whatever you want to call it. 2 blockers in front of Gibson. He's going to do something with that. Bobcats line up going for the 2 here.
Cats got to go for 2 with a missed extra point early. This could put them in the lead. Or put them, they're already in the lead, 12-8. But this, pass going to be knocked down, batted down. As Bryant went through the air to the end zone. Pass going to be knocked down by the Juggernauts. And with 1:49 to go, that would have gave them a full 7-7, 2 scores. 14 points, but with the missed 2-point conversion and the missed extra point, we are looking at a 12-8 ball game here from Erlanger. 1:49 to go here in the first quarter.
You know what we haven't seen yet tonight, Rob?
What haven't we not seen?
We've not seen this Bobcat defense play any tonight.
Well, very little. Very little. They've not been on the field. I guess maybe they walked out for 1 or 2 plays and got called back for the kick to be re-kicked.
Yeah, they defended the 2-point, and I think that's about, so I'm excited to see what they can do. The Juggernauts were able to get a big play on special teams there for their ball club. But this Bobcat offense has been playing well. They're playing, focused. They're playing loose like we talked about earlier. I want to see what this Bobcat defense can do against the speed of this Juggernaut offense.
Well, defense has got to play really good to make sure that this running game for the Juggernauts doesn't get any momentum. The good kick that time by Terry. Running back, that is the quarterback for the Juggernauts, Sebastian, right up the middle, and he will be tackled right around the 42-yard line for the Juggernauts, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Lloyd Memorial Juggernauts as they will take over and start this drive. People's Bank of Jackson, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Special thanks again to our sponsors, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, and heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy has always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. And Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Juggernauts with a man in motion. Turn, give, back up inside to number 25, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards before he's brought down.
Tough run there. He was able to pick up a few yards after contact there. That's something Bobcats are going to try to have to avoid for the rest of the night if they can. Try to, if the first man can bring him down, that's going to limit his yardage.
He's a very good running back. Braxton and myself were talking earlier in the week, and to me, he's just a shorter version of Bagonco at Middlesboro, if you'll remember him.
Yeah.
A very shifty running back. He's stocky and can really make some things happen inside.
And probably with more speed also.
Takes care of the ball well, too. This time he's going to come out into the flat for a pass, but the pass thrown behind him, little screen play, and just out of bounds, just shy of the first down marker for the Juggernauts. So it'll be 3rd and probably less than 1.
Juggernauts adjusting their personnel. They may have a heavy set as well, Rob.
They may do it. I believe the pass that time was caught by number 23, I believe. That is Elijah Collins. 3rd and 1 for the Jugs as they line up. Puts a man in motion. Crosses in front of Sebastian. And Abrams give back in the backfield, and he's going to be met by a number of Bobcats, and he's tackled by Tolson. Combs also there, and brought down right around the 45, 46-yard line. Great stop by the Cats on 3rd and short. Big tackle for a loss. Folks, we'll be right back here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after this commercial on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Folks, we are back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, having some technical difficulties with the cameras, but we want to say thanks for hanging in there with us. Had a few issues here earlier, and hoping to get that worked out. Start the second quarter, Eric. We got a 12-8 ball game. Pretty good first quarter for the Cats offensively. Like you mentioned, we didn't really get to see the defense a whole lot. But we got them on the field now here for the second quarter to open up as we just got everybody stacked in the box. Man in motion for the Jugs. And we got a quick whistle. We got a timeout. Timeout called by the Cats. We'll take a quick moment to say thanks again to our sponsors. Didn't get to all of them in the first quarter, so we'll keep working on it, Eric. Thanks again to Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. The law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. Breathitt County Farm Bureau with agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland. Farm Bureau is big on commitment and big on Kentucky. Chuck and Seth are big on Breathitt County. Big Bobcat supporters, as you'll recognize both of those guys' names. Tim Short Chrysler Dodge Ram for your new or used car. Take the short drive to satisfaction and visit online at timshortchrysler.net.
Rob, after the timeout, I think the Juggernauts have changed their mind, decided to punt it. Looked like they were going to try to go for it on 4th and 5, but thought better of it.
Still got 12 minutes on the clock. The Juggernauts will opt for the punt. See if they got any wrinkles up their sleeve here on this punt. Quarterback is the protecting back, so anything could happen, but we do have a clean punt. It's a high punt, going to be called for the fair catch, and just takes a straight up bounce right around the 26-yard line, and number 23 will cover that one for the Juggernauts, and the Bobcats will take over. See where they actually spot it. Looks like it's going to be on about the 27-yard line.
Bobcat offense has been looking good so far tonight, Rob. It'd be nice to see if they can keep that up, get another 6 points on the board here and extend this lead.
Well, the defense, we talked about, we wanted to see them come out, and they did their job. They forced the Juggernauts into a punting situation, and we got the ball back basically to open up the second quarter. 11:51 still on the clock, so only 9 seconds have ticked off. Got a little discussion down here.
Yeah.
The referees, White Hat and line judge again talking things over, and both of those have their microphones pulled up talking to another referee here on the field, and we'll take the opportunity to say thanks to our sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Colby is always a proud supporter of the Bobcats and always here to take care of our guys. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. The law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. So we've got offsetting penalties. We're going to go to a quick break, folks. We'll take a commercial, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Back to the action here, Juggernauts versus the Bobcats. Cats on offense, and that first play from the line of scrimmage. Going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of about a yard for Jaden Gibby Gibson.
Yeah, that Juggernaut defense is playing downhill, Rob. The second line, the linebackers read that real well, able to stuff up the hole, stop Gibson with no gain.
Yep. Three receivers, trips to the left now. Single receiver in front of us is John Carter Holland, number 1. Gibson just to the left of Bryant. Bryant waiting on the snap. Fakes. Screenplay over to Isaac Wills Turner. Gets a good block from Sperry. Up past the first down marker and out of bounds for Isaac Wills Turner. That'll be a go time. First down for the Cats. Nope. I got some yellow laundry here in the backfield, so put a pause on that last statement. So we got I'll start on number 1. That's John Carter Holland, so that'll back the Cats up. So with 11:01 to go here in the second, Cats will be back on the 23-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 14 instead of a first down. Got to limit the penalties, Eric Collins. That's going to be a big factor in this game, as we talked about in the pregame.
Yeah, the Bobcats been doing,
fine job
so far. Yeah, not too many penalties so far in the ball game. Still early.
Sperry comes out as a single receiver in front of us. 2 receivers to the far side for the Cats. Combs in at the wing back. And we're going to get a timeout call. And gets that just before the delay of game, and Coach Kyle Moore takes the timeout. We'll take that opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out the free CBTJ mobile app, banking right on your mobile. The law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. Breathitt County Farm Bureau with agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland. Farm Bureau is big on commitment and big on Kentucky, and Chuck and Seth are big on Breathitt County Bobcats. Tim Short, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram. For your new used car, take the short drive to satisfaction and visit timshortchrysler.net. So the Cats come back onto the field after the timeout. Trips to the right now for the Cats. Receivers almost stacked in a group. I think the back just to the left of Bryant is Combs, and the far receiver is Holland. Combs gets a block. Bryant out of the pocket with a good throw across the middle of the field to Sperry, and the ball hits him right in the breadbasket, if you will, but falls incomplete as he was streaking across the middle of the field. Had a step or two on his man, just unable to make the catch.
No, he was definitely open. I think that, Bryant had to step around a defender there, and he really put a little bit of oomph on that pass. I think it was moving a little faster than Sperry thought it was.
A little mustard on the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
So 10:24 to go here before the half. 3rd down and 14 for the Cats. Long yardage to go. 2 receivers each side. Combs just to the right of Bryant. Bryant waiting on the snap. Sits back. Looks downfield. Looks at his options. Tucks, and he's going to be tackled, sacked for a loss of yards by number 58 of the Juggernauts.
Yeah, Rob, I guess that's what you call a coverage sack right there. Bryant not able to find a man downfield to throw the ball to. Had plenty of time, not able to get it out of his hands, and the Juggernauts able to get to him.
Yeah, just everybody covered up down the field, and Bryant unable to do anything with it. And that Juggernaut defense earning their keep tonight, as they were right there, Johnny, on the spot to make the sack. And the Cats come out to punt the ball. This is the first punt for the Cats. 9:43 to go before the half. Good snap. Back to Wheels. Wheels with the punt. Going to fall about the 40, roll past the 45, out of bounds. And going to go out right around the 46. So Juggernauts with great field position, and that will be a steak and shake first down for the Juggernauts as they take over on the 46. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes.
Yeah, good field position here for the Juggernauts to start this drive off. You're really going to have to, Coach Moore's really going to have to lean on his defense right here. They're able to get a stop on the last Juggernaut possession. We'll see if they can't get another one here.
Yep. Well, we've talked about this many times before, Eric, and defense wins championships. And it's a cliche saying. You hear it a lot, but you got to put some weight on the defense and make some things happen. Be good to see the defense make a stop and a turnover here. Give up inside to the running back, and he makes a couple people. The ball comes out, but it's going to be covered by the quarterback. That time the ball carrier was the leading rusher, Caden Zilliger, and he coughed it up after the tackle. But quarterback Sebastian, they're able to cover it up right around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he was trying to make a play for his Juggernaut offense, and sometimes when you're giving it that extra effort, sometimes the ball comes out because you're trying to do things and not thinking about protecting the ball. And this Bobcat defense is playing fast, getting to the ball, and able to knock it out right there.
Was able to make the move and make one man miss, and another Bobcat there ready to clean up and make the tackle, and the ball came out. And Sebastian, good football knowledge and keeping an eye on the ball. He protects it and jumps on it. And we got a flag as we had two men in motion, and that's the ball carrier, Sebastian. The quarterback is tackled right around the 49, but we had two men in motion in the backfield as Zuliger tried to move up, and we had another man in motion coming from the receiver position at the far side of the field, and that's an illegal procedure. And we've got offsetting penalties, I suppose, because we've also got a penalty on the Cats. So Juggernauts really dodge a bullet right there.
Yeah, some confusion on the part of the Juggernauts right there. After the ball was snapped, the quarterback was trying to hand it off. Nobody was there to take it, so he had to take off, on his own.
3rd and 13 for the Juggernauts. Ball on the 49-yard line, just shy of the 49. A little change of personnel. A couple guys coming out for the Jugs. Zuliger just to the left of Sebastian in the backfield. Two receivers far side of the field. Sebastian slips, steps up, and he's going to be tackled after he gets up to about the 45-yard line. So that'll make it a little bit more manageable. 4th and 9 as he gets it across the 50 up to about the 45 into Bobcat territory. Major change of personnel on the field would lend one to think it will be the punt team coming out, and it will for the Juggernauts.
Talk about change of personnel. On the previous play, they lined up a 3 wide receiver. I think that's the first time we've seen that.
I think so tonight, yes.
Yeah, come out, it was a passing situation, so that kind of dictated what they were going to do there. Bobcats blitzed Corey Combs right there and kind of blitz him out of the play right there.
Yeah. Riley in deep to kick, and a good punt as it's going to sail over the head of Isaac Wheels Turner and going to roll way back to the end zone. But did it go into the end zone before he covered it? Where will they spot the ball? Well, that was a great punt and a great coverage by the Juggernauts as the Bobcats will be backed up. Backs to the end zone on about the 1-yard line. That'll be a go time first down for the Cats as they'll try to come out of the end zone from the 1-yard line. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel. 7 great locations to keep you on the go. Cats with a lot of work to do. Backs against the wall at this point. 6:59 to go before the half. In the huddle, in the end zone as they break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Bryant under center. Cats in the wishbone. We got 2 men moving. No flags. Bryant turns, gives the ball, expecting the flag on the false start and didn't get one. I don't know how that wasn't a false start on the offense, but
no, I was expecting to see some yellow go flying myself there, Rob.
6:40 now to go before the half. Cats up to about the 3-yard line, I believe, before the tackle was made. Cats still in a wishbone. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looked like the stacked eye again as ball given to Jaden Gibson, and Gibson going to be tackled right around the line of scrimmage again, if not a loss of a yard.
Yeah, difficult position for this Bobcat offense. Backed up against the goal line right there. Typically you want to run and try and get a little bit of room, but this Juggernaut defense is expecting that and been able to kind of fill the box and prevent the Bobcats from being able to get them some breathing room here. Looks like the Bobcats are going to spread things out here and see if they can't get something done possibly through the air, Rob.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 with 5:40 to go. Backs to the end zone. Got to get the ball out of there, so we're going to go to the spread. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Looks to be Holland from here. Gibson in the backfield for the Cats. He steps up the block. Right, down the middle of the field, intended for Blake Ritchie. Knocked down, incomplete. Good ball, good route. And had a couple of defenders coming in, and the ball knocked down, incomplete for the Cats. So that'll bring up 4th and long, and the Cats punt team will come in to punt the ball out of the end zone.
Yeah, it's a touchy situation here for any special teams group whenever you're backed up in your own goal line and need to punt it out. Hopefully the Bobcats can get it out of there and get some breathing room for their defense here.
Yep. Isaac Wheels Turner tries to punt it out of the end zone, and he gets the foot to it. It's going to roll up to about the 36, 37-yard line, just shy of the 40. So with 5:13 to go, the Juggernauts will come out on offense with great field position, Eric.
Yeah, Juggernauts, like you said, in good field position, but I'll take that result right there. Bobcats able to get it out of the end zone, get their defense a little bit of breathing room, a little room to work here. Maybe they can get another stop.
Defense going to come out and go back to work. We'll say thanks again to our sponsors, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson. For CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. Installation or service, no job is too big or too small. Juggernauts come out with Abrams at the wing. He's going to switch sides now. Big line up from the Juggernauts. They got some good size up front. Snap to Sebastian. Good block inside. Give to Zuligar. And we've got a flag in the backfield here after Zuligar picks up about 6 or 7 yards. Let's see what the official call is. Chop block.
That was against the Bobcats. At least they pointed.
Yeah, that's what I was. I just confused. I thought that was a chop block, but the call will be against the defense. Block below the waist, if you will, on the defense. So that'll move the chains up for the Juggernauts, and that will be a steak and shake first down for the Jugs as they'll go to work from the 26-yard line. Sebastian waits on the snap. Give up inside to Zuliger. Got a blocker in front of him. Wrapped up by the ankle, and 3 more Bobcats there to come up for the tackle. Blake Ritchie with the slowdown, if you will, on the young man. And 3 more Bobcats come in to make the tackle. 4:45 to go before the half. 12-8. Bobcats in the lead. Ball going to be moved up to about the 21-yard line. Sebastian. Abrams just to his left. Zuliger behind him in the pistol. Give up inside. No, keeper fake, and Sebastian keeps it, and he's going to be ran out of bounds by Blake Ritchie. Not after he picks up a lot of yards and a great run for Sebastian that time out of the spread offense.
Yeah, good job with the ball fake right there. Fooled some of them Bobcats. They thought that Zuliger had the ball, and then a good job by the Juggernauts to seal the end also and get some room for the running back or the quarterback to run there.
Yeah, out of the pistol, it looked like he was just going to give it right up inside, and he pulls it. Good fake by Sebastian. Picks up some big yards, and here's Zuliger up inside. Dances, makes a man miss, and he is across the goal line. And that is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Juggernauts. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams.
Yeah, showed some shiftiness. They're able to get through all
really
the
good
defensive
run.
players and get in the end zone right there was Zulliger.
So with 3:57 to go before the half, Lloyd Memorial back on top 14-12. Extra point kicker for the Juggernauts in for the PAT. Extra point kicker waiting on the snap. Snap is down, ball is up, and it is good. And that'll make it 15-12. 3:57 to go before the half. Juggernauts take a 3-point lead, Eric.
Yeah, this has been a good ball game, back and forth, Rob. I think both teams have played well on offense and defense. It might come down to who has the ball last possibly tonight.
A little bit of back and forth here in the first half, and good action from both teams defensively. Both clubs really able to be there when the other one's looking to score. Both teams able to answer, so to speak. Say special thanks again to our sponsors, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, Southern Woods Heating and Air. For all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service, no job too big or too small. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents and workers' compensation, with over 22 years' experience. YPK Motorsports, with locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Kickoff team in for the Juggernauts, and the receiving team back for the Cats, and we're waiting on the kick, and there it is. It's a good kick down the middle of the field, going to be covered in the back by Blake Ritchie. Blake with a number of blockers in front of him right up the middle of the field, and he's going to be met still on his feet as he pushes forward to about the 34, 35-yard line. I think he's going to be spotted around the 34. Offense, Kyle Moore brings his squad back onto the field. Let's see what he can do here in this series with 3:49 to go before the half. Juggernauts with a 15-12 lead over the Cats.
That penalty on the Bobcats really did help out the Juggernauts on that last drive. You said it earlier. We're going to have to try to stay on top of that because it can really hurt you in the playoffs.
Trips to the left. Gibson. Fake screenplay over to Isaac Wills Turner. Flag in the backfield. You got to think where that flag comes from. It would be holding, and it is. It's going to be holding on the Cats. Talked about that earlier, Eric. We got to limit those penalties, and so far, the Cats are shooting themselves in the foot with penalties here in the second quarter. That'll back them up.
Bobcats again went to the, the wheel route there with Isaac Turner. And, it's been a bread and butter play for them. They've been able to get a lot of production out of that. But, well-coached team here at Lloyd Memorial. They recognized that and reacted to shut it down quickly.
So it's going to be first and long, about 20 to go for the Cats. So we got, is that Ritchie? Ritchie and Holland on this side of the field as receivers for the Cats. And Sperry, and that is Isaac Wills Turner in motion. Bryant gets a snap, sits back, screenplay across the middle to Gibby Gibson. Gibson slips, ball came out as he fell. This could be a huge turnover for the Cats if the Juggernauts are able to claim this one.
Looks like they've got it.
The referee makes the call. The screenplay across the middle to Gibby Gibson as he was moving up the field and got tripped up and went down. The ball came out, and the Juggernauts recover the fumble. 3:13 to go before the half. A little momentum swing here for the Juggernauts. They got the 3-point lead, and now with the fumble recovery, looking to put some more points on the board against the Cats before the half.
Yeah, huge mental mistake by the Bobcats right there. First, the holding penalty that had them backed up, and then the turnover. Already down 3. It's not the position you want to find yourself in here in the third round of the playoffs.
Special thanks again to our sponsors, SEC Auto Sales. Stop by and see the guys at SEC for your new ride. They have a great selection, and they're ready to get you on the road. Sebastian, quarterback for the Juggernauts, waiting on the snap, makes his call. We've seen this earlier, give up inside to Zuliger. Fights a man off, and 2 or 3 Cats there for the tackle. We've got a flag that came in before he even made it around the corner. Came from the line judge right here in front of us. So we'll see what the call is.
I'm not sure. I think I saw him motion false start there, Ron.
Well, at the time that it came in, you would think that it was holding or false start, and it is a false start on the offense. So the Juggernauts will back themselves up 5 yards on that penalty. Thanks again to Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Batable. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. And be sure and remember the sales tax holiday going on right now through today through December 4th. That's at Rose Brothers Department Store. Sebastian waiting on the snap for the Juggernauts. 2 receivers in front of us. Give up inside to Zuliger. No, he pulls it. It's going to be a fake, and Sebastian again on the carry, and he's going to pick up a big yards, and we got another flag coming in late.
I'm sure they didn't throw the flag on what I saw, but they sealed the end real good because they had a hold of a jersey right here, Rob. But, you know, I'm not wearing black and white tonight.
So we got a meeting of the minds again with 3 or 4. We got a face mask on the defense of the Cats. No holding call on the corner, and that's why we're waiting to see what the discussion was about, but that'll be another penalty against the Cats, and that'll walk the Juggernauts even closer to pay dirt with 2:43 to go here before the half.
Breathitt County 15-yard line. First down, Juggernauts.
So Sebastian and the Juggernauts find themselves at the 15-yard line. Sebastian calling out some orders to his backfield. Ready for the snap. Pitches to Zuliger. Zuliger around the left corner gets a block, and he's going to be into the end zone for a score with 2:23 to go. That will be a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Juggernauts. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. So the Juggernauts capitalize on a couple of penalties and a turnover, and they get the ball back into the end zone now, 21-12 over the Cats with 2:23 to go before the half. Thanks again to our sponsors, HCTC, offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. HCTC reminds you to never underestimate you. Place kicker on the field for the Juggernauts. 2:23 before the half. There's the hold. The kick is up. And it is good. And that'll make it 22-12 with 2:23 to go before the half. Thanks again to PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. They're your stop for the best selection, and you'll always get a great deal. Stop by and see Scott and all the guys at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply for your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy have always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out the free CBTJ mobile app, banking right on your mobile device. Kicking team back out for the Juggernauts, and the receiving team trots onto the field for the Cats. Cats got to make something happen with this drive, Eric.
Yeah, they do. Right now, Lloyd Memorial has all the momentum, it would seem like, but when you look at the scoreboard, the Cats are still just down 10. It's very close.
Yeah,
close game's still very much in the balance, but they do, like we said, need to cut down on the mental mistakes and the penalties.
Good high kick for the Juggernauts. Going to be fielded by Blake Ritchie. Blake going to pick it up at about the 10. Gets a couple blocks up the middle of the field. Blake with a stiff arm up to the 50 and out of bounds. Great run that time by Blake. Senior leadership that time as he handles the football. Handles it about the 10-yard line, makes a break up the middle of the field, and then cuts right in front of us and going to go out of bounds. And they're going to mark it. Yeah, I thought the offensive line was a little too far forward. They'll mark it at the 45-yard line, so that'll be a go time. First down for the Cats as they'll take over on the 45 after a great receiving run by Blake Ritchie.
You said it. That was a great return by Ritchie. He's been making a lot of big plays for this Bobcat team here the last few weeks.
Trips to the left for the Cats. Single back is Gibson just to the right of Bryant. Holland, single receiver in front of us. Bryant steps back. Fakes a screen, goes down deep to the far sideline, tipped and knocked loose, incomplete. And that defensive back making the play is Sebastian, also the man playing quarterback, I believe, for the Juggernauts.
Yeah, nice defensive play there. It did look like Sperry had a step, just the ball not able to get out there far enough, hung up just a little bit.
Well, you know, Sebastian is a fine-looking athlete. He's about the same size as Sperry, just as tall as he is. So you got to get that ball up there, and that's one of those 50-50s, you know, throw it up. You just both guys about the same height, and Sperry makes a good play on the ball, and so does the DB. That one falls incomplete, 2:07 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Cats. Ball on the 45 in Juggernaut territory. Juggernauts showing blitz. Give to Corey Combs. Combs up the left side. Pickup of a big first down. Up past the 30, maybe up to the 29. That'll be a steak and shake. First down for the Cats as Corey Combs once again says, give me the ball, Coach.
You know, the Bobcats haven't had any more potent of an offensive weapon tonight than Corey Combs.
He's been a workhorse for them and getting the job done in the backfield for Coach Kyle Moore.
Be nice to see this Bobcat offense cut into this lead a little bit here before halftime, wouldn't it, Rob?
Yes, it would. 1:45 to go before the half. A give again up inside to Combs. Combs pickup of about 2 yards before he's brought down by a couple of Juggernauts.
Yeah, good penetration. Looked like they were expecting that run, but I don't believe I would go away from it. I'd keep using Combs.
Yeah, I would continue to run Combs, especially here before the half. He's had a lot of success as you see him get a little high five from the quarterback there. Two receivers this side are Ritchie and Isaac Wheels Turner. Combs just to Bryant's left. Clock sitting at about 1 minute. And we'll get a timeout on the field. And we will take this time to thank our sponsors. Once again, thanks to Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. The law offices of David A. Johnson, offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. Breathitt County Farm Bureau with agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland. Farm Bureau is big on commitment and big on Kentucky. Chuck and Seth remind you guys that they are big on Breathitt County football. Tim Short Chrysler and Dodge. For your new car or used, take the short drive to satisfaction and visit them online at timshortchrysler.net. So timeout on the field. Coach Niederman and the Juggernauts will talk things over, and Coach Moore has his Cats huddled in front of him. The ball is going to be sitting on the 26-yard line, 22-12, 1 minute, 1 second to go before the half. So the Cats continue to work with Combs just to the left of Bryant in the backfield. Receivers to this side, Ritchie and Turner. Hoskins in at the tight end. Our receiver is Sperry in front of the Bobcat sideline. Bryant waits on the snap. Fake to Combs. Bryant, designed keeper, up around the 20-yard line. Going to be close. I think he's about a yard shy of the first down. And 46 seconds on the clock. Bryant rushes the Cats to the line of scrimmage. Combs just to his left. Same set. Bryant goes to work, waits on the snap. Good snap from Evan Miller. Give to Combs off the right side. Gets a good block. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Rumbling to the end zone is Corey Combs as he takes the Cats to pay dirt again with 28 seconds on the clock. The touchdown is good, and that will be a People's Bank of Jackson scoring play for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams.
Well, Corey Combs sure came ready to play tonight.
He sure did.
Looking like a chip off the old block right now.
He sure does. So 22-18, Braxton Terry comes on the field for the point after. Hold is up, kick is up, and it's good. Good hold by Ritchie and a good kick by Terry. Splits the uprights, 28 seconds on the clock. That'll make it 22-19.
3 seconds left in the first half. Lloyd Memorial Juggernauts.
So we've got ourselves a ball game, Eric, here in the first half. Both teams up and back and forth, up and down the field, and seem to be answering one another at this point.
Yeah, both these squads, they're two well-matched ball clubs. They both are able to move the ball and score some points, both able to, play defense and get some stops when they need them. And this may come down to who's got the ball last, Rob.
You said it. Both clubs doing an excellent job on offense executing. And the Cats really in the second quarter, I would say the story of that one would be penalties and the fumble over there at the 30, 35-yard line that we had that Lloyd Memorial recovered.
And that really may be, when it's all said and done, might be the tale of the game.
Could be.
Who was able to not hurt themselves.
Yeah, who makes the least mistakes in this one. Got a close ball game, 28 seconds before the half. Gibson and Terry showing that they're up to kick. Terry puts the boot to it, sails across the middle, going to land at the 30 and roll back to about the 25. Picked up in the middle of the field, and he's tackled immediately by a number of Bobcats. Good coverage that time for the Cats. That's one thing we have to brag on tonight. We've had a little bit of trouble in that kickoff coverage, but tonight it's looking really good.
Yeah, they have stayed in their lanes and tackled really well tonight.
Minus that first kickoff they ran back.
Yeah, minus that. But I will say it looked from here like he was down, like he had been tackled. But, and obviously all the Bobcats
all
on
the players thought it was a tackle, yeah. So the Juggernauts come out of the huddle here on the 30-yard line, and they will march out to the line of scrimmage.
Be interesting to see what the Juggernauts do with 26 seconds on the clock. Do they try to go for a big play, or they just, take a 3-point lead into halftime?
Looks like they're going to be happy with the lead as they line up in the formation to take a knee. The snap is there, and there's the knee by Sebastian. And that will take us to the half. Lloyd Memorial Juggernauts in the lead, 22-19 over the Cats. Looks like they're directing all the players to take their respective trips to the halftime areas. They'll go to a locker room. Cats with a nice locker room just to our right. Of course, the Juggernauts to their left in their home locker room. We will take a quick break and go to commercial, and we'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Everyone here at SEC Auto Sales wants to wish the Breathitt County Bobcats a safe and successful season. We are located at 650 Highway 15 South in Jackson, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, please call one of our knowledgeable salespersons at 606-272-6888 or visit us online at secautosales.com. Check out our inventory, take a test drive, find your dream car at SEC Auto Sales.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
Rose Brothers Department Stores in Jackson and Bateville are happy to help bring all the exciting Bobcat football action to fans this season. Rose Brothers is the destination of fans and athletes for the outerwear, fleece, and footwear you need, whether you participate or spectate. Come see our latest from Columbia, Under Armour, and Simply Southern for adults and children, and use our layaway plan any time of year. Visit our website, rosebros.com, for more information. And join all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville in supporting the young athletes of Eastern Kentucky.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
All right, folks, we are back from Erlanger, Kentucky here with the Juggernauts leading the Cats at halftime, 22-19. Eric, a back-and-forth battle for both squads, defensively and offensively. Anything that really stood out to you?
Well, unfortunately, what stood out there is what you've already mentioned there in the second quarter was the mental mistakes by the Bobcats. I think that, I don't know if I'd say they had command of the game, but they seemed to have some momentum and then had a turnover and had a few key penalties that really kind of let the Juggernauts kind of get the momentum on their side and get a lead on them. But they were able to get that late score. And, something that sticks out to me is both these teams are really playing well, playing fast and hard, and they both seem to be dialed in. I think we're in for a ball game right down to the final whistle tonight.
We talked about early in the game, in the pregame, the keys for the Bobcats. We talked about limiting penalties. That was one of the first ones. And being able to control the clock and control the running game of the Juggernauts. And so far, that's been one of the thorns in our side in this game is the play in the backfield. Really nothing exceptional happening to me offensively on either squad that we haven't witnessed throughout the year or on the game film from the Juggernauts. So, both clubs have really came out and executed offensively. The Bobcats have hurt themselves, as we said, with some penalties. The Juggernauts really, the defense has been able to contain them on a number of plays, but then you look back and the young man Zuliger able to get down the field, and also Sebastian. Sebastian made some really good moves at quarterback position for the Juggernauts. And Bobcats in the locker room now with the coaching staff. Coach has got to make some adjustments and maybe change some personnel, do some things differently. The one thing that I like about this ball game, a young man walks onto the field and says, I'm going to make some plays here tonight, and my name's Corey Combs.
Absolutely.
And Coach Kyle Moore recognized that and has fed the ball to Corey, and he's been able to rumble at will, if you will. He's been able to take the ball and pretty much do what he wanted to on the field, picking up a number of first downs for the Cats at this point. We've tried to alleviate the camera problems, and in doing so, we've lost our stat monitor, but hopefully we'll be able to continue to cover the game and do a better job for you with the camera situation.
But, yeah, just to reiterate what you're saying about Corey Combs, the young man's having an excellent ball game tonight. He's a star on the Bobcat defense. He's a very instinctive, very explosive player. I know they like to blitz him a lot, but I like to see him flowing to the ball because he is so instinctive.
Yeah.
It was a lot like his daddy, Coach Shorty Combs. They're both excellent defensive players. But on offense tonight, he really has come to play. We don't have stats in front of us right now, but I'm sure he's probably the leading rusher for the Bobcats tonight.
Yeah.
Because he really has been their offense so far.
Yeah, he really has. We had a couple of passing plays that the Cats really looked good on with the ball going down the field. And we've had a couple different receivers that have been able to make some moves and do some things on the field. Blake Ritchie did a great job of getting the ball early on the kickoff and or on the punt return, I believe, bringing it down the field. But the Cats just missing a little bit here tonight. Maybe we don't want to take anything away from the Juggernauts. Juggernauts playing a great football game and have been able to shut down the Cats on a few plays.
Yeah, they're playing good defense against the passing game. One thing about our passing game is we like to run.
Time is a locally owned and operated convenience. Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's fried chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. When you choose one of our offices for your personal injury case, whether it's a car accident or any other type of personal injury claim, you get a team that handles everything. If it's a car wreck, we get your car repaired, we get you a rental car, we guide you through the treatment process. With over 20 years of experience, our clients get paid, in most cases without going to court. So call the pros and let us handle everything.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I'm a daughter.
I am a father.
I am employed.
I am a mother.
I am ambitious.
I am a work in progress.
I am an innovator.
I am HCTC.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a new phone, but really don't want to pay the hundreds of dollars up front for it? Appalachian Wireless has a deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $600 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and then a few bucks a month more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay. And it's called the Appalachian Advantage because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, we're here to start the second half. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock. The kickoff team for the Cats will be onto the field. Juggernauts back to receive. Of course, two young men back here deep for the Juggernauts to receive. Zulliger and Sebastian, both young men have done an excellent job here tonight, quarterback and running back. Every football club has a couple of guys like those two, and those two have really done the work here tonight for the Juggernauts. Lloyd Memorial set to receive. Braxton Terry and Jaden Gibson on for the kick. Terry puts the boot to it over the first line and into the arms of Sebastian. Sebastian looks to the sideline, but he's going to be tackled quickly by Tincher and Holland right around the 37-yard line. So the Cats defense back onto the field for Coach Kyle Moore. See if Justin Combs, the defensive coordinator, has dialed up any wrinkles here in the defense that he can make some things happen. You got Hoskins at nose, and you got Ryan Robertson and Michael Hudson in there at the tackles. Of course, our linebacking core of Tolson, Combs, Tincher, and Barnett. Sebastian in the backfield waiting on the snap, turns, gives. No, it's another fake as Sebastian's going to keep it, takes a hit from Combs, and Isaac Wheels Turner and Alex Strong also in on the tackle for the Cats. 11:41 to go now in the third. 2nd and 7, ball on the 41-yard line for the Juggernauts.
That was a good reaction by the Bobcat defense to get him before, too much of a game. But you really don't want to give up 3 yards on first down if you can help it. They were able to seal the outside and get a short gain there. And that's something the Bobcats need to work on here.
A good play call because Sebastian's been very successful at that earlier. Man in motion for the Juggernauts, turns back to Zulliger, and he's going to be tackled right off the right side. Pickup of another couple yards probably for Zulliger. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5. Ball on the 44, 10:55 to go here in the third. I'll try to keep everybody posted on the clock as best I can. I got to work to see the clock too, Eric. It's a little bit of a stretch past this post here.
If I get in your way, just throw an elbow. I won't mind.
Stranger things have happened. Sebastian waiting on the snap now in the backfield. Cats showing blitz. Pitch to Zulliger. He stiffs arm to Combs. Combs hangs on, rides him out of bounds. Tincher also there, and Tolson. Defense looks to step things up a little bit as Tincher and Combs have a little conversation on the walk back to the line of scrimmage. 10-15 now on the clock.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the speed I'm seeing out of this Bobcat defense. They're reacting well, and they're, like you've said before, Rob, a line and assignment. They've looked good here on this first possession by the Juggernauts to start the second half.
Terry and Bowling come in, and Hoskins and Spencer go out on the punt, and kick is high, and it's going to go to about the 36-yard line and bounce out of bounds. He's going to mark it at the 35. 9:51 to go in the third. Juggernauts' first series after the half, forced to punt, and Bobcat defense does their job. Offense comes back onto the field for Coach Kyle Moore.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to see, stand by the defense to start the second half. You want to come out here, and if you're the Bobcat fans, you want to see 6 points right here, Rob. And I wonder if Coach Moore isn't going to, maybe stretch this defense out here and see if he can't get an easy 6. And, if it isn't successful still, it's going to put it in the back of their minds and maybe soften up somewhat for this Bobcat running game.
Bryant sits back, waits on the snap. Gibson takes the ball, gets a block up the right side, and he's going to be tackled right around the 44-yard line. Up close to the first down marker, just about a yard shy.
It's a nice run by Gibson. Gibson's at his best when he's running north and south, Rob, and I'd like to see them, give him a few carries to kind of get him going. That way they can maybe have him and Combs both to work with here in the second half.
9:25 on the clock. Corey Combs goes out, and Jason Tolson into the ball game. Great job by the offensive line that time to get a push. Spencer and Abner here on the right side in front of us. Bryant waits on the snap, gets a block from Tolson, give to Gibson. Gibson ended up just as he makes the first down. So that will be a go time. First. And off the left side, he's met by number 58 and tackled right around the 45-yard line for a loss. Loss of about a yard.
Yeah, that defensive for the Juggernauts reacted well. The linebackers have had a good game so far. They, well coached up, looking for some of the bread and butter plays that these Bobcats run.
No updates on scores at this time around our region or area, but if we hear of any, we'll pass those along. Bobcats getting set on offense again. Receiver closest to us is Ritchie, and Sperry to the far side of the field. Corey Combs back in the backfield for the Cats. Give to Combs off the left side. He's held up and tackled after a pickup of about a yard, maybe two. About a 2-yard pickup. So 7:47 on the clock, 22-19. Juggernauts in the lead. And that'll bring up third down and about 8 for the Cats, and that's a long 8 looking from here. Two receivers this side, Ritchie and Sperry. And the inside receiver is Wheels. Trips to the right for the Cats. Combs to the left of Bryant in the backfield. Juggernauts showing blitz. Picked up by Combs. Bryant going to go deep down the sideline. Got some heat to it. And just in front of Sperry. And Blake Ritchie here in front of us saying, hey, I'm wide open too. So a couple of options that time for Bryant. A great thrown ball across the middle. Just out of reach for Sperry. Unable to get to it. And Sperry was on a rope too. He was putting some streaks across the field. He was moving. Just couldn't get to that one.
Yeah, a couple of Bobcats looked like they might have had a step on their man. That ball just a little bit out in front of Sperry, not able to get to it, like you said.
So 7:09, 4th and 8. The Cats going to be forced to punt. And it's going to be a sneak up inside to Gibson. The fake punt is going to be short. First time we've seen that. Isaac Wheels Turner was in the back waiting on the punt, and the snap goes to Gibson. Gibson up inside for the fake punt, and it did not work. He did not. He was about 2 yards shy of picking that one up, and 7:04 on the clock. That'll be a steak and shake first down for the Juggernauts as they'll take over on the 46-yard line. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes.
A little bit of a surprise there to call that with such a long distance to go. But, if it works, you look like a genius. If not, then people question you. I mean, he got awful close to it.
Yeah, he got really close to picking it up, and it was right up inside, too. I mean, Gibby lowered the shoulder and picked up about 8 yards that they needed to get to the sticks, which was about 9 yards away, so just short. Man in motion for the Juggernauts. Sebastian calls for it, turns, gives up inside to Zuliger, right up the middle, makes us pay. Still on his feet, big pickup of yards, up to about the 34-yard line. Big pickup that time for the Juggernauts. That'll be a go time first down for Lloyd Memorial.
Big play for the Juggernauts right there, able to kind of get the field flipped right there. Well blocked up front, and Zuliger showed some power, drug 4 Bobcats for several yards there at the end of the run.
Well, he had some momentum when he came across that line of scrimmage, and he didn't look back. He, like you said, he was dragging 3 or 4 defenders with him. 6:42 to go now in the third quarter. Score still 22-19, Juggernauts with a 3-point lead. Sebastian in the backfield puts a man in motion. Waiting on the snap. Turns, give up inside, dances off the left side, got Couple Bobcats there waiting, able to shake a tackle, still on his feet, finally brought down by Corey Combs.
Zuliger's showing that he just doesn't run with speed, but he's running with power right now, Rob.
Zuliger's a fine back. It takes more than one defender to get him down, and he shows his toughness there on that play. He's able to shake a couple tacklers, and still going to be second and 10. Look like maybe 9, but second and 10 on the board. 5:55 to go here in the third. Abrams in motion. He's going to go back to the other side of the field and get set. And man in motion for the Juggernauts. Design keeper to Sebastian's got a blocker in front of him, and he's brought down by Braden Barnett.
That play right there reminds me of the Letcher Central game that hurt the Bobcats, Rob. That's very similar to what they were doing.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he's able to make the Cats defense pay as he picks up about 6 or 7 yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 1 on the board. 5:10 to go here in the third quarter, 22-19.
The board says 3rd and 1. It looks pretty close to 3rd and 2 over there.
Yeah, it looks more like 3rd and 2, judging by the sticks over there. Sebastian going to walk over here and check things with Coach Niederman. Abrams back to the wing, if you will, on the right side. And a design keeper again, Barnett in being chased, and Isaac Wheels-Turner able to make the tackle on Sebastian. A big loss that time for Sebastian as Isaac Wheels-Turner got back there and make the tackle.
Yeah, that was a great play by Wheels to come up there from that safety spot. Made a real sure tackle on the quarterback. He's awfully shifty. He's hard to track down and let alone bring down by yourself.
Good open field tackle by Wheels as he takes Sebastian out of that running play. 4:10 to go here in the third. 22-19, Juggernauts still with a 3-point lead. No one put any points on the board here in the third. Single receiver this side, 2 receivers to the far side. 1 receiver, my bad. And we're going to have a timeout called and be called on the Juggernauts, and we'll say some special thanks to our sponsors again. Thanks to Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Colby and his team are always proud supporters of the Bobcats and here to take care of our athletes. Get in and out in a jiffy at Jiffy Mart with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. And be sure and check out Sanford's Deli, the law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens in Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service. No job is too big or too small. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, no referral needed, with over 22 years experience. If you've been injured, give Dr. Howard a call. He can help you with auto accidents and workers' compensation claims. YPK Motorsports, 3 locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Be sure and visit them at ypkmotorsports.com. Juggernauts back onto the field. The offense goes to work. Sebastian waiting in the backfield. Turns the fake to Zuliger. Chased by Combs. Thrown down the sideline. Incomplete. With 3:43, pass was thrown towards the sideline. Flags come out. And I believe that'll be a pass interference call. So with 3:43, we'll get a pass interference call on the Bobcats, and on a long 4th down play.
Yeah, I didn't really see the interference, but that was on the other side of the field. So another penalty on the Bobcats that comes at the time to extend a Juggernaut drive here, Rob.
Draws the Juggernauts even closer to the goal line. And that'll be a go-time 1st down for the Juggernauts. Man in motion. Sebastian turns, give to Zuliger. Tackled immediately by Corey Combs. Corey, just a workhorse for the Cats here tonight.
Again on play, second down.
So that'll bring up second down, 3:26 to go here in the third. Thanks again to SEC Auto Sales. Stop by and see the guys at SEC Auto Sales for your new ride. They have a great selection, and they're ready to get you on the road. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at rosebrothers.com. Be sure and take advantage of their sales tax holiday through December the 4th. Sebastian takes the snap, turns, fakes, give to Zuliger, and he's going to screen pass out here to the corner, and it's still on his feet. And I was trying to see the number. I didn't see the number of the receiver in the corner to my left here. Kind of hard to see. But Bobcats able to make that tackle. 2:40 to go now here in the third quarter. Ball going to be sitting on the 9-yard line. 3rd and 4. And we got a false start. So penalties come out again in this one. And this time I believe it will back the Juggernauts up. We'll see who they're pointing at. I think they're saying it's against the Cats. We'll see.
I don't see how it could be, but.
A dead ball foul.
That's
against the Cats.
That's questionable, but, you know.
The staff on the Bobcat sideline is just irate at that call, as most everyone here in the press box said the Juggernauts would be called for a false start, but it's a dead ball foul against the Cats. And now it's 1st and 4 as the ball is even closer to the goal line at about the 4-yard line. Give to Zuliger. He's going to dance. He moves in. And there's the signal from the referee with 2:19 to go. That is a People's Bank of Jackson touchdown play for the Juggernauts with just about two minutes left here in the third. Juggernauts score again and go up 28-19. People's Bank of Jackson sponsoring our scoring drives here tonight. People's Bank, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. So the place kicker on for the Juggernauts to kick the extra point. Here's the snap, the hold, and I don't believe that one was good. It's not. It's waved off. Shanked it to the left. With 2:19 to go in the third. Juggernauts up 28-19 on the Cats.
You sure there ain't a flag on the field?
I was looking for one, yeah. Never mind. Thanks again to our sponsors, HCTC, offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. They're your stop for the best selection, and you'll always get a great deal. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, be sure and stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats, great people who have your safety at heart. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out the free CBTJ mobile app. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. The law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. Kickoff for the Juggernauts. Kicker puts the boot to it, sails back to about the 20-yard line, and it's going to be picked up finally by Isaac Wheels Turner as he fell back to about the 15. We've got flags coming in from everywhere in the backfield. One flag coming from the line judge on the Breathitt sideline and another one from the back judge from the end zone. We've got a Juggernaut player down, and we will continue to thank our sponsors during this break in the action. Breathitt County Farm Bureau, thanks to Chuck Price and Seth Holland, the agents there for Farm Bureau. Farm Bureau is big on commitment and big on Kentucky, and Chuck and Seth remind you guys that they are big on Breathitt County. Tim Short, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. For your new or used car, be sure and take the short drive to satisfaction and visit online at timshortchrysler.net. So have you had any indication on the flags that came in?
Yeah, it was a face mask against the Juggernaut tribe.
So at this point, with 2:15 to go in the third, if you're Coach Kyle Moore, is it too early to open up the bag of tricks that may hold some wrinkles that you haven't shown here tonight?
Well, I mean, if you've got some wrinkles, it's never too early or late to pull them out. There's still a whole quarter of football. It's only a 9-point deficit.
Yep.
So it's too early to panic or start rushing or anything like that. But you do really need to rein your team in.
Yeah.
Need to express them the importance of controlling your emotions and trying not to commit any mental mistakes. Really would be nice to see the Bobcats put a drive together here and get some points on the board.
That's one thing what you just touched on, I'd like to see. I'd like to see a complete drive.
Yeah.
Complete drive with limit the penalties and the mental mistakes like you talked about and work the ball down the field, use up the clock the last 2 minutes in the third quarter, and just go to work and execute. We'll see what the offense has drawn up here on the playboard as Coach Kyle Moore has made the signal to Bryant. Bryant sits back, trips to the right. Single back to his left, I believe, is Gibson, and that time I believe we'll have an offsides calls. We just talked about limiting the mental mistakes. I
don't know. With some of the calls here tonight, it's our telling.
It's going to be a false start. Offsides on the offense. 2:15 to go. 5-yard penalty will back the Cats up, and it'll be 1st and 15 with repeat of the down. Hoskins will move over to the left. In there at the wing. Gibson in the backfield. 2 receivers this side are Ritchie and Turner. Far receiver is Sperry. Fake to Gibson. Bryant looking down the field. Rolls, throws, caught by Hoskins. Big pickup of yards by the first down. And more. Hoskins out of bounds and tackled right around the 47-yard line. And that'll move the sticks for the Cats. That'll be a Steak and Shake. First down for the Cats. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their steak burgers and great milkshakes.
What I loved right there on that play is Hoskins, he helped his quarterback out.
He did.
He stuck with the play, kept moving, found an open spot, and gave his quarterback a target.
Very important play here for the Cats with under 2 minutes to go. Big reception by Hoskins. Still lined up in that wing position over on the left. Gibson on the right. He'll take the handoff over to the left side. And we've got another flag coming in off the sideline. Gibson looks to have picked up the first down easily, but with the flag, we'll see what the call is. .135 left here in the third. And the call is holding against the Cats, and that will march us back. So the holding against the Cats will put the ball back on the 50-yard line. So 1st and 15 for the Cats. Ritchie and Turner, receivers to this side. One back each side of Bryant. Give to Combs again. Combs being chased, and he's up around the sideline. And we got another penalty, and it'll be holding on the Cats.
Holding penalty called on Breathitt County.
That'll back the Cats up again with 1:15 to go. And the ball will be should be sitting on the 40, I believe. Am I right? Yep. Referee, will take it back to the 40-yard line now. So the Cats continue to face that adversity. First and forever for the Cats. 2 receivers this side, 1 back to each side of Bryant. Waiting on the snap. Sits back, looking down the field. Being tackled and sacked at the 40-yard line. Bryant comes up out of the pocket, looking down the field. Great coverage by the Juggernauts again. And Bryant unable to get rid of it and takes the sack right on the 40-yard line. 2nd and long for the Cats. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. I believe I'm correct in saying that the Juggernauts are one of the leading teams for sacks in 2A. So a great defense all season long for this group.
Yeah, they've been able to put some pressure on Bryant here tonight.
20 seconds now. Bryant checks his armband, goes back to work, takes the snap, looks down the field after the sack. Looking, covered. Short pass to Isaac Wheels-Turner is incomplete. 11 seconds left on the clock. Bryant had to rush that pass. Isaac Wheels-Turner unable to gather that one in, thrown a little low, falls incomplete. 3rd and 23 for the Cats.
Bryant, he had some time to survey the field, just not able to find an open target.
Correct. Bryant in the backfield. Gibson and Combs, the 2 backs in the backfield with him, 1 to each side. Bryant checks the wristband, waits on the snap, sits back in the pocket, being pushed out, thrown to the sideline, caught at the sticks, and caught by Sperry. With 1 second left on the clock.
Don't act like that. He told me.
So the throw was just short, about a yard shy, and that will bring us to the 4th quarter. And we'll take a commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be right back after this break.
Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
We are back on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Juggernauts and the Bobcats, 3rd round of the KHSAA high school football playoffs. Juggernauts with a 28-19 lead. And this is the 4th quarter, 12 minutes to end this one. Trips to the right for the Cats. Single back to Bryant's left is Corey Combs. He has been the workhorse here tonight for the Cats. Bryant sits back. Going to go deep down the field, thrown to the sideline to an open Blake Ritchie. He's got the first down and more across the 25, up close to the 20-yard line. So a big pickup reception by the senior, Blake Ritchie, for the Cats. Yeah, that'll be a go time. First down for the Cats. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel.
Huge 4th down pickup for the Bobcats.
Yeah, big time play.
Rob, a couple of updates here. Boyle County's up 27-14 on Lexington Cath, and Corbin is up 28-14 on Johnson Central.
2 good ball games. Trips left, give to Combs. Combs dances up inside, makes a tackler miss. He's got a block, still on his feet. Rumbles up to about probably the 8 or 9 yard line. Good run again by Corey Combs. We've talked about him tonight being the workhorse here for the Cats.
He sure has. He's a young man that runs with some strength, and very seldom do you see the first man bring Combs down.
No, he made the first man miss. Looked like he just shook him off and kept going. 11:36 to go here in the game. First and goal for the Cats from the 9 yard line. Bryant looks to the sideline, checks the wristband, trips to the right for the Cats. Single receiver Sperry over here to the left. Give inside to Combs, and Combs is going to go into the end zone untouched. One man right at the end zone, and Combs is in for a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. That time the Cats find success with Corey Combs.
Like you said, Combs has been the workhorse. Him and that offensive line have definitely been getting it done for the Bobcats here tonight, Rob.
Number 74, Chris Neese, comes into the ball game, and you know what that means, Eric Collins?
That means a heavy set, Rob.
If Tieback had a drum roll on that control board, that's what we would.
Yeah, we'll have to work on some sound effects.
We would hit it right about now. 11:10 to go. Cats coming in for the 2-point conversion. Bryant settles in. Combs to his right. Give to Combs off the left, and he's not going to get in. He's going to be tackled for a loss. 11:10 to go in the fourth. The Juggernauts still with a 3-point lead, but the Cats come down the field and put the ball in the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good. That makes it 28-25. 11:10 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, a lot of football here to be played. The Bobcats have got to get the penalty situation under control, Rob. It is definitely hurting them. It's keeping them from able to grab the momentum and keep it here in this ball game. They've got something good going right here. Need to not give any easy yards or penalties up to the Juggernauts here to extend to the drive they're getting ready to start.
Well, hopefully that momentum will help this team be in sync. They've kind of looked out of sync a few times tonight, and still able to be successful up and down the field. Things don't always go your way, but they're able to get the ball down the field. Corey Combs puts it in the end zone. Kickoff team comes out onto the field for the Cats. We've not saw an onside kick here tonight.
No, we haven't. But I will say the Juggernauts are lining up they've been lining up, in preparation for one each time. So that may be one reason that we haven't gone.
Well, we've practiced it almost every kick for the last 2 games, and not seen it yet here tonight. So Braxton Terry kicks it over the head, and the Juggernaut's going to pick it up back around the 5-yard line. He's got it out to the 10. He's got a lot of running room past the 20 and brought down at the 25 by 33, Brady Tincher. 11:02 to go here in the fourth. So that will be a Steak and Shake first down for the Juggernauts as they will take over at about the 26-yard line. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their steak burgers and great milkshakes. Thanks for being a sponsor here. Number 72, Big Gabe Fugit in the game at nose guard for the Cats. We bragged on him a little bit last week. He did a great job for the defense last week, and his number's been called here tonight, and he's lined up at nose guard for the Cats. Trips to the left for the Juggernauts. Sebastian in the back by himself, and the man goes in motion, and he's going to keep it right off that left tackle inside, met by 3 or 4 Bobcats, yet to go down. Finally get a whistle up around the 31-yard line.
The Juggernauts like to send somebody in motion.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them really run the jet sweep much, but they've been bringing somebody in motion quite a bit, almost nearly every play. Fake it right there, get up inside with the quarterback keeper. that's been a big play. They've had a lot of yards off that so far tonight.
Yeah, a little misdirection gets the defense's attention on that man in motion, and Zuliger sitting there as the up back, if you will, at the wing, and Sebastian that time just keeps it. And off that right side, here we go with Zuliger off the right side. First man through was Spencer, unable to make the tackle, but he slowed him down enough for Alex Strong and Corey Combs to come in and finish him off. Good job by Spencer to get there and slow Zuliger down.
Yeah, Zuliger, he's a really good running back for this Juggernaut offense. He's difficult to bring down, runs with speed and power. Keeps his balance really well, Rob.
He really does. He's, he keeps his legs turning when somebody's holding on, and he's able to pick up a lot of yards after the initial contact. 9:47 to go here in the fourth, 28-25. Juggernauts with a 3-point lead. Cats showing blitz. Here comes Corey Combs and Tolson. And here comes Sebastian around the right end, and he's got a lot of green grass in front of him. Makes one man, gets a block, and he's going to outrun Alex Strong and Isaac Wheels Turner to the corner of the end zone. And 9:25 to go in the fourth. Sebastian up the right sideline, back across the middle of the field, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Lord Memorial Juggernauts. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. 9:24 to go in the fourth. Juggernauts strike again, 34-25. Place kicker on to kick the extra point. Extra point team lined up now for the Juggernauts. Waiting on the snap. Snap is there. Ball picked up by Sebastian. Chased out of there. Throws it up. No good, incomplete.
And the attempt is no good. And your score with 9 minutes and 24 seconds.
9:24 to go in the fourth. 34-25. Juggernauts with a 9-point lead.
25.
Sebastian picked up a lot of grass that time as he came around that right corner right in front of us, around the right tackle, up the sideline, across the middle of the field, and to the opposite corner of the end zone on the left side. 34-25, Juggernauts with the lead. 9:24 left in the game for the Cats to go to work. Special teams coach Shorty Combs getting the troops ready across the field from us. Juggernauts walking out onto the field to kick this one off.
Juggernauts did a good job sealing right there to help the quarterback get the edge on that long touchdown run.
Yep, you said it. They sealed him off. Sometimes you do that when you block too.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what they say, there's more on the way to skin a cat, I suppose.
Sometimes you can hold on to a person and make it look like a block. 9:24 left in the fourth.
I don't know nothing about that. I've heard that that's a thing, though.
Here's the kick. Good high kick. It'll be fielded by Isaac Wheels Turner on the sideline right in front of the Cats. It'll be gobbled up and taken out of bounds around the 30, 31-yard line. Isaac with a great running catch. Takes it up to about the 32, I believe. We're going to mark him out of bounds. Don't give him that much. Yep, ball on the 31, so 9:18 to go.
Good job by Wills to catch that on the run.
Richie, closest receiver to us here, right on the numbers. Hoskins just inside of him. Jaden Gibby Gibson just to the left of Bryant. Our receiver is Sperry. Inside receiver is Wheels Turner. Bryant sits back. Looks down the field, chased out of the pocket, thrown to the corner for Isaac Wheels Turner, and he's caught. Pickup of the first down, and he's going to be down around the 46-yard line. Good catch that time by Isaac Wheels Turner on the crossing route as he come from the other side of the field. Picks up the first down. That is a go time. First down for the Cats. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel with 7 great locations to keep you on the go.
Yeah, good looking play by the Bobcats. Line gave Bryant some time, was able to survey the field, find the open man, well-placed throw, Rob.
Bryant goes back to work. 2 receivers far side of the field now. Give up inside to Gibson. A little delayed run, pick up. Few yards, moves up, probably pick up of about 7. Good run that time by number 9, Jaden Gibby Gibson. Second and about 2 to go. Pickup of about 8. 8:37 to go in the game. Clock continues to tick, and it's not the friend of the Cats right now.
No, not at all. They need to get some points in a hurry, and then maybe we'll see one of those onsides they've been practicing.
Sperry right in front of us. Gibson to the left of Bryant. Bryant waits on the snap. Give to Gibson around the right side. Gets one block, gets up past the first down marker, and more up to the 40. That will be another Steak and Shake. First down for the Cats. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes. 8:12 on the clock as it is stopped. And player slow to get up for the Juggernauts. I think he's going to come off the field and be checked out. 34-25, Juggernauts with the 9-point lead. Both teams back onto the field now, set for action. I think both teams kind of made a way off the field thinking we were going to have a down player, but the young man able to get up and walk off on his own. Both teams on the field. Clock at 8:07 now as it continues to run. 2 receivers far side of the field are Ritchie and Turner. Sperry in front of us here on the left. Hoskins at the tight end. Combs just to the left of Bryant. Bryant waits on the snap. Gives to Combs. Combs up inside. Slips. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Stiff arm and goes down around the 27-yard line. And that again will move the chains. That's a go time. First down for the Cats. Go time. Refresh, refill, and refuel at go time.
Yeah, yet another great run by Combs. He really has been the workhorse, as you said, all night, Rob. He's still doesn't even look like he's tired yet, does he?
Well, he came fueled up.
Yeah.
He made a stop at go time and got fueled up. And he has been the workhorse for the Cats here tonight. 2 receivers each side for the Cats. Back in the spread, puts a man in motion. Isaac Wheels Turner. And we got a flag. No snap. And about half of the linemen moving up front. So false start on the Cats, and that will back them up. It'll be a repeat of first down, and it'll be 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line, I believe. No, that's going to be, yeah. Actually sitting on the 32. Trips to the right. Combs to the left of Bryant. 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Everybody gets set. Bryant waits on the snap. Fake to Combs. Combs looks for the block. Throws across the middle of the field. It's caught by Isaac Wheels Turner. First man misses. Picks up another yard or 2. Easily up to about the 9-yard line, I believe.
Isaac Turner with the catch.
.6:57 to go in the 4th. Big pickup that time through the air for the Cats. And that's another first down for the Cats. Ball looks to be very close to the 9-yard line. Bryant settles in, waits on the snap. Give to Combs. Combs up inside. First man misses. He's still on his feet, brought down. Just short of the end zone. For 2nd and goal. Looks like the ball probably on about the 2-yard line.
Bobcats going to go with a hurry up right now, Rob.
6:12 to go on the clock. Bryant settles in, waits on the snap. Give again to Combs. Combs up inside across the goal line for a score. That is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. That time, again, the Cats look to Corey Combs for success. And he takes them to pay dirt, Eric Collins.
Yeah, I think that was a good call by Coach Moore to keep that same personnel package out there on that play, line up in the spread, give it to Combs up. You know, it's been working, stick with it.
So 34-31, 6:03 to go in the ball game. Braxton Terry on for the extra point. There's the kick. It's up. Looks good from here, and there's the signal. It is. It's good. So with 6:03 to go in the fourth, that'll make it 34-32. Cats pull within 2, Eric Collins. Still a lot of football left.
Yeah, there sure are. That was a good-looking drive. Only one penalty, if I remember correctly, by the Bobcats there where they jumped off sides. Able to overcome that and get it in. Defense needs to come up big here and get a stop or a turnover for the Bobcats.
I got to have the ball back to be successful here in this one. 6 minutes left. Thanks again to our sponsors. I'm going to run down the list. Jackson Physical Therapy, Jiffy Mart, the law offices of Darrell Harold, of course, People's Bank of Jackson, Go Time, Steak and Shake, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Southern Woods Heating and Air, Breathitt Automotive, Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, YPK Motorsports, SEC Auto Sales, Rose Brothers Department Store, Hazard Community and Technical College, PDQ Sales and Service, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Pharmacy, Hometown Pharmacy, Variety Pizza, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, Appalachian Wireless, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Breathitt County Farm Bureau, and Tim Short, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Thanks again to all those sponsors for being here for tonight's action and bringing you the Juggernauts versus the Bobcats, round 3 of high school playoffs. And there's the onside kick we've been waiting for. It gets the bounce. It's knocked down. Who's going to get it? Ball still on the ground. Right in front of the Bobcats sideline. Juggernauts make the motion that they recovered the ball. We've been waiting on that onside kick. It took a great bounce, and it actually, I think it bounced off of another player and went in the opposite motion back towards the Cats, but the Juggernauts able to recover the ball just into Bobcat territory, sitting on the 43-yard line.
At the Breathitt County 43-yard line.
So the offense for the Juggernauts comes back onto the field with 6 minutes to go. They'll go to work from the 43 with the Steak and Shake. First down drive. See what the Juggernauts have in store for the Cats. Cats line up 5 across the front. Here comes a man in motion. Give to Zuliger with a block. Up the middle. Makes a man miss. Heads toward the sideline. Gets past the DB, and he's ran out of bounds. Big pickup of yards that time for Zuliger. 5:52 to go in the game.
Yeah, showing why they had so many rushing yards.
He made that one look easy, Eric.
Yeah.
Took the handoff right through the opening in the line, up the middle of the field, and veered off to the left, and just chased out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So it's first and goal for the Juggernauts with 5:35 to go in the game. They're knocking on the door again. Sebastian taking his time in the backfield, waiting on the snap. Going to use some clock. He calls for it, puts the man in motion. Give again to Zuliger inside. He's met by a host of Bobcats and tackled at the line of scrimmage. 5:14 to go now.
Aiden Zuliger. Head up by a pack of Bobcats. I'll bring up second down and goal for Lloyd.
5 minutes, second and goal. Sebastian comes into the huddle for the Juggernauts. .448 on the clock. Once again, Sebastian using some time off the play clock. Calls for the snap. Give inside. Tackled immediately by Corey Combs. No. That was a great fake that time. Faked me out.
Yeah, great play fake by the
Yeah, we got
quarterback.
all kinds of flags coming in again. Great fake that time by Sebastian. 4:24 on the clock. It is stopped now, 34-32. Juggernauts threatening to score again.
I haven't seen a sign yet, Rob.
No player slow to get up off the field was Sebastian, and he will come over and talk to one of the trainers here right at midfield. We'll wait to see what the call is on the penalty. Lead referee walks to the middle of the field. We expect a call from him here shortly. Dead ball foul against Lloyd Memorial, and that will back up the Juggernauts. A surprise on that one as the ball is moved back to about like the 24-yard line. 4:24 to go. So the Cats that time come out on the better side of the flag.
Yeah, not been the case too often here tonight. Committed, there's been plenty of flags on the Bobcats, little mistakes committed by them. There were one on the Juggernauts here.
Ball sitting on the 24-yard line. 4:24 to go, 34-32. Cats really need to keep the Juggernauts out of the end zone here to make a play at winning this one. Juggernauts come back onto the field. Come to the line of scrimmage, two receivers to the right. Backup quarterback in the game now for the Jugs. He's going to be caught in the backfield, tackled for a loss and a sack. Jason Tolson, and also Bryce Hoskins helping out to make that one happen.
Good use of a timeout by Coach Moore there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stop the clock, save as much time as you can.
So Coach Moore stops the clock at 3:56, 34-32, 4th and 24 for the Juggernauts. We'll say thanks again to our sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. The law office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. No job too big or too small. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, call Dr. Howard. He can help you with over 22 years experience and no referrals needed. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. SEC Auto Sales. Be sure and stop by and see the guys at SEC Auto Sales for your next ride. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bataville. Take advantage of their sales tax holiday now through December 4th. 4th and 28 for the Juggernauts. Reverse. And they're going to look down the field for a pass. Calls for a man, throws it up in the air. Is it caught? It is caught by Zulager in the end zone. Zulager with a catch in the end zone for the Juggernauts with 3:43 to go. Talk about some misdirection. Couple different handoffs and a pitch back in the backfield. Young man around the corner calls for him deep and throws it deep. And we got an official timeout on the field for a injured Bobcat. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson scoring play for the Juggernauts. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. You don't see that play very often, Eric Collins. They pulled that one out of the bag.
Yeah, that was a bold play call there by the Juggernauts, able to capitalize there on the double reverse pass.
Yeah. 3:43 to go. 40-32. And it looks like the place kicker is coming onto the field for the Juggernauts. Place kicker gets set for the extra point. Holder is Sebastian. Sebastian calls for the hold, and we got a flag. I think one of the Bobcats left early.
Now we call on Breathitt County.
So that'll move the ball a little closer to the end zone, but they'll still line up for the extra point. Holder is Sebastian. Once again, he gets set. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's good. No flags on the play, and that'll make it 41-32 with 3:43 to go in the fourth. Still a little bit of time.
That's an important extra point there.
Yes, it is.
Makes it a 2-point score there.
2-score game. Thanks again to HCTC, offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. PDQ Sales and Service Incorporated, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, Lakeside Homes is your stop for the best selection, where you'll always get a great deal. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, be sure and stop by and see Scott for your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. And Family and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart and proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. The law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. And Breathitt County Farm Bureau, with agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland, who remind you that they are big on Breathitt County. Kickoff for the Juggernauts. Going to roll up and be covered up finally by Blake Ritchie. I thought maybe Tolson was going to pick that one up as it came across the middle of the field. Ball bounces and rolls around back to the 25-yard line, where Blake Ritchie finally covers it up.
Yeah, dangerous play there for the Bobcats. They've got to get on the ball. You can't watch it roll around on the ground.
Special thanks to Tim Short, Chrysler Dodge Ram, for your new or used car. Take the short drive to satisfaction and visit them online at timshortchrysler.net. Cats go to work. Three receivers far side of the field. Trips to the right. Combs in the backfield to Bryant's right. Screenplay over to Isaac Wheels Turner. And he's going to go out of bounds just shy of the sticks.
Pass completed to Isaac Turner.
And that'll stop the clock at 3:33, 41-32. Juggernauts with the lead. That'll be second, and we got a flag. Got a flag coming in right at the sideline where the play went out of bounds. dead ball foul against the Bobcats, and that will push the Bobcats back.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
Second and
Breathitt County.
second and long for the Cats. Ball moved now back to at the 16 or 17 yard line, looks like from here. Bryant sits back in a pocket, looks, goes through the progressions, thrown across the middle, incomplete. Ball intended for number 1, John Carter Holland. Goes incomplete. The clock will stop at 3:30, 41-32. Still third and about 20 for the Cats. Ball on the 16-yard line. 3:30 to go in the game. 41-32. Juggernauts with the lead. Bryant with Combs to his right. Trips to the left. Bryant sits back. Fake to Combs. Throws to the sideline to Ritchie. Ritchie able to handle the reception, but not able to pick up a lot of yards as he's down around the 25-yard line. Clock will continue to run now. 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. And the Bobcats call a timeout. Coach Kyle Moore says, let's talk about this one. So quick timeout by the Cats. 3:09 to go in the game.
Yeah, might as well use a timeout right here, Rob. Try to get it, make sure everybody's on the same page. It's a big play, you know.
This is an important timeout. You need to use this one, like you said. You hate to burn them with 3 more minutes on the clock, but you really got to make sure all your troops are on the same page, like you say, and got to make sure that this 4th and 11 that you make something happen and you don't turn the ball over. So the Bobcats break the huddle with Coach Kyle Moore. Line comes back to the line of scrimmage. Sperry and Ritchie, receivers to the far side, with Wheels, the inside receiver. So trips to the right. Snap to Bryant. Bryant back in the pocket. Going to go deep down across the middle of the field, intended for Isaac. Wheels Turner. Looked like it was caught, but it falls incomplete as he's hit. And that will be a turnover on 4th down for the Cats to the Juggernauts with 3:03 left on the clock.
Is there a flag on the play, Rob?
There was, and I didn't see it. Holding, but it was declined.
Holding penalty called on Breathitt County. Penalty is declined.
3:03 on the clock. Not a lot of time left in this one. 41-32. Juggernauts with the lead over the Cats. And the Juggernauts come out to go back to work with great field position. Ball on the 25-yard line in Bobcat territory. Defense needs to come up big for the Cats if they've got a chance. Sebastian in the backfield with Zulagar. Man in motion. Give up inside to Zulagar. Bounces off that left tackle, still on his feet. Finally brought down by Wesley Abner and Corey Combs.
Takes the ball up to about the 16-yard line.
You know, at this point in the game, if you're the Juggernauts, you know, you got to run him back like Zuliger. He's been your workhorse.
Yeah.
You know, I'd keep feeding him, see if he can't.
Feed him the ball.
Yeah.
Sebastian taking some time off the clock for the Juggernauts. 2:22 to go in the game. Gets set. Calls for the man in motion. Waits on the snap. Looks to his right. Gives to Zulagar. Off the right tackle. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Ball comes out and recovered by.
They're going to rule it down.
I think they're going to rule it down.
Another strong run by Zulagar.
Yeah, a really strong run.
Ball spotted close to the 1 yard line. First down and goal.
So first and goal for the Juggernauts. 2:03 to go. Zulagar was down when the ball came out. Defense with their backs to the wall. Zulagar looking to put the Juggernauts back across the goal line. So we got a timeout called by the Juggernauts with 1:25 to go in the game. We'll say special thanks again to our sponsors. People's Bank of Jackson, Go Time and Steak and Shake, Jackson Physical Therapy, Jiffy Mart, Law Office of Darrell Harold, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Southern Woods Heating and Air, Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, YPK Motorsports, SEC Auto Sales, Rose Brothers Department Store, HCTC, PDQ Sales and Service, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, Variety Pizza, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, Appalachian Wireless, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Breathitt County Farm Bureau, and Tim Short Chrysler Dodge Ram. Thanks again to our sponsors for being there not only tonight but through the whole season for the Cats and bringing you the coverage here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. 41-32, Juggernauts with the lead. 1:25 to go on the clock. Victory formation for the Juggernauts as Sebastian takes a knee. And we got a timeout called, I believe, by the Bobcats. Stop the clock with 1:21. 41-32, Juggernauts with the lead. Coach Kyle Moore wants to talk things over with his troops one more time. So once again, 1:21 to go, 41-32. Juggernauts with the lead. Sebastian lines up and takes a knee. So probably for one last time, Sebastian will line up in the victory formation. He will back up and take the knee. And time will run below 30 seconds now. And that'll do it for this one here in Erlanger, where the Juggernauts play host to the Bobcats, and they will take home a victory in the Class 2A regional title game, 41-32 over the Bobcats of Breathitt County. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back to recap this one here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Everyone here at SEC Auto Sales wants to wish the Breathitt County Bobcats a safe and successful season. We are located at 650 Highway 15 South in Jackson, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, please call one of our knowledgeable salespersons at 606-272-6888 or visit us online at secautosales.com. Check out our inventory, take a test drive, find your dream car at SEC Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. When you choose one of our offices for your personal injury case, whether it's a car accident or any other type of personal injury claim, you get a team that handles everything. If it's a car wreck, we get your car repaired, we get you a rental car, we guide you through the treatment process. With over 20 years of experience, our clients get paid, in most cases without going to court. So call the pros and let us handle everything.
Rose Brothers Department Stores in Jackson and Bateville are happy to help bring all the exciting Bobcat football action to fans this season. Rose Brothers is the destination of fans and athletes for the outerwear, fleece, and footwear you need, whether you participate or spectate. Come see our latest from Columbia, Under Armour, and Simply Southern for adults and children, and use our layaway plan any time of year. Visit our website, rosebros.com, for more information. And join all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville in supporting the young athletes of Eastern Kentucky.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Creighton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
All right, folks, we are back on Bluegrass Sports Nation from Erlanger, Kentucky, where the Lloyd Memorial Juggernauts have taken the regional championship here in Class 2A, 41-32 over your Breathitt Bobcats. Bobcats with a good showing here in northern Kentucky, but they fall to the Juggernauts here tonight, 41-32. Eric Collins, anything you want to say here to recap this one and end up the season?
Well, I just want to congratulate the Bobcats on a great season. I will say that I think they played hard. They gave it their all tonight. Just not able to overcome the penalties out there that were thrown around tonight, Rob.
On your way home.
Yeah, a lot of things to overcome, a lot of mental mistakes, and then the penalties continued to add up on the Bobcats throughout the game. And that really the story here tonight. Bobcats unable to overcome most of that. And the Bobcats fall to the Juggernauts 41-32. Congratulations to the Bobcats for being runners-up here in the regional title game. Congratulations on a great season and to a great group of fine young men. We appreciate the opportunity we've had to cover them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Thank you to Brendan Miller for this opportunity. Thanks again from Darren Back, Ty Back, Eric Collins, and myself. We'll see you next season on Bluegrass Sports Nation.